Welcome to Home Exit Signs 18. So let's begin. So starting off, we have a dual light KSR LED. So this is one of the earliest LED exit signs for sure. And these vent-like things at the bottom are only here just because when it was incandescent, it helps the sign not get too hot. So I'm going to kind of talk about some older versions of this sign. Just flickered on camera a little bit. So these are long chevron arrows, but they used to be block arrows and they were permanent punch out. These you can punch out as many times as you want. And I'll open the inside of the sign in a second and tell you more. Here's the inside. And you can see, instead of an LED circuit board, the LEDs are actually up here. Now, this is at least old enough that if it were to be battery backup, it would be incandescent. So, these started off as incandescent with block arrows, of course. Then they were eventually changed to long chevrons, and these were also offered in fluorescent as well, until they made the LED version. These are long discontinued, though. Here's the rest of the inside. These were never offered in black housing, but they were offered in green lettering. I'm going to put the faceplate back on, and I'm going to show you what this looks like in the dark. Here's how it looks in the dark. Might flicker on the camera. And if it were to be incandescent, it would look more orangey in the sign, but since it's red LEDs, it's very red in the exit sign right now. Since it's AC only, I am not going to, of course, do emergency mode. So I'm just going to get the lights back on, and I'll show you the second unit. Our second unit today is an All-Pro APEL emergency light. These are very common to find, very typical, and I'll just give it a test, and it just lights up the place. I do test this emergency light pretty often on the channel just because of how common it is. This was going to be the emergency light I was going to use back at Home Exit Signs 3 a while back for the 200 subscriber special. However, when I first looked at the back of it, the wires were just such a mess I really didn't feel like dealing with it. So I used the first unit I ever wired up, which would be that commercial electric emergency light I have. The oval LED one, which I'll probably use that very soon in a future Home Exit Signs video. And instead of just unplugging it, I'm going to just turn the light off and test it in the dark and show you how it performs. As you can tell, it's decent. It's honestly not the best, but I would say it's also not the worst. Some other generics are much crappier. Well, anyways, I think that is going to do for this Home Exit Signs video. I hope you all enjoyed, and stay tuned for more.